Good morning. I am actually starting relatively early in my journey, so I'm on a pretty spotty road, which means that we might get cut off, and the video might get cut off, in which case I'll just, oh man, ambulance behind me, not really anywhere to go. That's kind of stinky. Yeah, there's really nowhere to go. I'm all the way against the wall, and there's an ambulance behind me. What do you do? What do you do? Drama on Meerkat. Okay, now I'm pulling over here. I'm reaching somewhere to pull over. And here we go. I just witnessed a car accident right next to me on the road. That was less pleasant. Anyway, really today is going to be a relatively quick rant. I'm not talking about anything too educational, just something that frustrated me last week. But before I do that, let me just say one thing that is a pet peeve of mine, but it is a related pet peeve. When you send a DM to someone, or a tweet to someone, or an email to someone for that matter, take into account that chances are they have push notifications enabled, and don't send 14 DMs in a row. One is enough, especially if the second DM is just a smiley face. Like, I get it, you're trying to be friendly and nice, but that person is now getting 2 push notifications, which there's a very good chances are interrupting him or disrupting whatever he's trying to do. So try to keep that in mind, kind of the culture or the etiquette of push notifications, because most people have push notifications enabled. So that's just one thing, but that leads to my topic. So I set a meeting last week with a friend of mine, and I get to the restaurant where we're eating lunch, and I wrote her, I DM'd her, and I said, I'm here. No response. Okay, I waited 5-10 minutes, no show. I Facebook messaged her, what's going on? No response. So I emailed her, no response. Half an hour later, nothing. So I ordered food alone, and while eating alone is awkward, that's not the part that upset me. What upset me here is that she did not get those messages. I then got a response from her, I think this was 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I got a response from her, I think 9 p.m. that night, saying, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I was in a meeting, blah, 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 blah. It's all good, no hard feelings, but how do you not have push notifications enabled? I don't care if you don't want to get push notifications for every like on Facebook, that I understand, but, DMs, fine, maybe not. Email? Really? You're not getting a notification when someone sends you an email? I feel like that's kind of like Communication 101 in 2015. I know that we all remember, if you're old enough, although it wasn't that long ago, when everyone was saying, or there were those people that said, why do I want a cell phone? I don't want to be reachable 24/7. I want my privacy. Clearly, those people now have a cell phone, because you can't really live without a cell phone. Those are the same type of people who are now saying, I don't have push notifications and I don't want it to bother me. It's not. Maybe this is a little bit extreme, but I don't feel like that's your choice. I feel like it's just what's acceptable and what's etiquette and the way people communicate today. If someone reaches out to you, you can't not respond to them for 10 hours. It's just not acceptable behavior. And in the professional world, in my opinion, it's super unprofessional. And I think on both ends, by the way, for entrepreneurs who are, contacted by whoever it is, journalists, VCs, whatever, and you don't respond in 10 hours, it's unprofessional and annoying, because obviously there's a lot of timeliness involved. But also on the other hand, on the flip side, is VCs who don't respond to people, or journalists who don't, and unfortunately I think it's a bigger problem on that side. To me that's like a big red mark. They don't respond well. And I'm telling you, I'm in touch with an entrepreneur who I'm supposed to meet with. I write him an email, he responds saying, yeah, let's meet then. I write, okay, so let's set a time and a date, and then he disappears for 3 days. And I'm not talking about this specific entrepreneur, because it's unfortunately too common of a thing. I feel like push notifications are an absolute must. Push notifications, you don't have to have them necessarily in real time, but you should definitely have your email notifying you every X amount of time that you get email. Do you guys remember the Nokia days? We'd have to go into your email app and pull to refresh, but they didn't even have that. But you'd go into your email on your phone, and you'd have to actually pull your email. I feel like that's the way we behaved, 5, 7, 10 years ago. It's not acceptable behavior today, in my opinion, especially in the professional world. You need to have push notifications enabled. And this thing last week that happened to me was super, super annoying. The biggest waste of my time, not that I'm so important, but someone's dedicating their time to you and you don't even respond to it. Had she had her push notifications enabled, she would have known that I was waiting for her in the restaurant. Maybe she would have come a little bit later because she had not, there was a mix-up with dates, and that's fine. But she would have at least known, or she could have apologized. I was sitting there for half an hour, and I had no idea if she knew that today was the day we were meeting or what was going on. And I just feel like that's not acceptable behavior in 2015. Usually I am in traffic when I'm beer caddying, so I can read comments. Unfortunately, I am not in traffic right now. I'm driving. I am driving pretty slowly, but I can't really read your comments. What is going on? This is the second car accident today. Ambulances. A lot of ambulances. What is going on today, people? Anyway, someone's going to say, too many people are meerkatting and driving. Yeah, I'm not looking at the screen. Relax, people. Anyway, so I'm just saying, in terms of push notifications and etiquette of communication, I feel like you can't, those people that said, I don't want email, and the same people that said, I don't want a TV in my house. I want to sit, which is fine. There are people like that, but I just feel like it's, at least in the professional world, it's totally expected of you to be able to be accessible when someone needs you, whether it's a colleague, whether it's your boss, whether it's your investor or a journalist, whoever it is. As an entrepreneur, you need to be able to be accessible. And again, if you don't want to be disrupted and annoyed, you can configure how often you get push notifications, but to just disable push notifications, and trust me, I know many people who do that. I think it's unacceptable behavior. And I understand where it comes from and the need for kind of like peace of mind. I get it, but it's in the professional world, it's just not okay. I do see there are a lot of comments here from the corner of my eye. I will read them afterwards and try to respond to them. I'm sure many people disagree with what I'm saying, but I absolutely think push notifications are a must, period. You cannot, it's just not okay not to have push notifications enabled. That's the bottom line. And that is my rant for today, short and sweet. On my way to WeWork Tel Aviv, we are having the entire U.S. team fly in for 2 weeks now to work on a product launch that you will hear about soon, which is very exciting. And if you guys want to beta test something very, very awesome, do let me know. Just tweet me or whatever, and I will send you a beta testing, invite to beta test it as soon as it's ready. But it is very exciting, in my opinion, and it's something that I always say. There's not that many unique ideas anymore nowadays. I just feel like the market's so saturated. While I absolutely do not say there's no competition for this product, there is. It's quite a unique idea, I think, and I'm very excited about it, and we'll be launching hopefully the next couple of weeks, at least to beta, maybe alpha. I'm happy to send it out to some of you guys to test if you want. I'm meeting Nina, a woman who worked at Apple product marketing for the last 8 years, for lunch today. That's going to be fun. And I'm meeting actually a really, really cool startup this morning at 10 o'clock called startafire.com that solves a real problem for me, which is that attribution on the social web is broken, right? If I tweet something, so my name's associated with that tweet for 1 retweet, 2 retweets, but at the end of the day, if it's a picture, for example, or an article, it will start going through its ripples, and at the end of the day, my name will get lost, which is fine, but it's not the way things should work. Attribution should be better on the internet, and he's solving that with a really cool plugin. It's not a plugin, it's basically a platform that enables you to shorten the link, and every time that link is tweeted, it says shared by Hillel on the bottom right corner. And on top of the shared by Hillel, no matter what, whoever tweets that link, it will say shared by Hillel. That link, right? It has to be that link. If once they change the link, then that's something else. And on top of it, they added like a kind of Outbrain or a Taboola kind of situation where it's like I can add content discovery, so that like if I have an old blog post that I want to get discovered, I want to get read, I can put it like check out Hillel's blog, interview list or whatever it is, and every time that link is shared, that blog kind of pops up in a non-intrusive manner, very, very small in the bottom right corner. So I think it's a really cool idea, and they took some really good investors, Lowell Ventures and some others they're announcing. Anyway, I'm meeting him this morning to see how I can help him, because I really, really like the idea. I like him. He's a good guy. Guys, I can't read the comments, unfortunately, because I am driving, but I see there are 56 people here, I think. And the good news is yesterday, a good friend of mine, Avi Zuber, who I know for many years, who made my About Me page, by the way. If you see my link on Twitter, hillsfuld.com, it redirects to my About Me. He designed it. He's a pretty awesome dude, and he just, I just introed him, me and a few other people introed him to Meerkat, and he landed a gig there yesterday. Signed his contract last night for a front-end developer in Meerkat. So that's pretty awesome. I am meeting Ben, CEO of Meerkat, I think Wednesday. I'm very excited about that. He's kind of like a celebrity. I could say I knew him back when. Yeah, it's going to be a good week. It's going to be a really fun week with the Zula team here and our CEO and the rest of the team. And yeah, I'll try to be meerkatting every morning. If you have any ideas for topics, shoot me a tweet. Let me know what the topic is. I'll try to address it. But just to sum up what I said before, for those that just came in, I think that push notifications are the equivalent of email. And if you say, I don't have push notifications, I don't want to use push notifications, you're basically the same type of person who said, I don't need email, or I don't need a cell phone because I don't want to be accessible. It's not okay. And it's kind of accepted of you to have email, to have a cell phone, and to have push notifications. You don't have to have push notifications for every Facebook like or whatever, but you definitely should have push notifications in, for one or two apps that people can reach you and you are accessible whenever you're needed in your professional setting. In personal setting, do what you want, but if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a part of a company and your CEO wants to reach you or a journalist wants to reach you, yes, after work. All right, shoot me. I do not believe that in 2015 you can say I'm working 9 to 5, especially in the startup world. A journalist, a VC, whoever wants to reach you should be able to reach you in one way or another. And it's okay to say to someone, by the way, my platform of choice is whatever, and just reach me there if you need to reach me. But to have all push notifications disabled is not okay. And it happened to me last week, and it was super frustrating because I could not reach the person I was supposed to meet. And I got a response from her 9 hours later because she had not checked her messages, which was really frustrating. Anyway, guys, that's all for now. Peace, and I will try to meerkat tomorrow morning. And again, let me know if you have any topics. So peace. Have a wonderful day, evening, morning, night, wherever you may be in the world. Take care for now.